Hey you guys, welcome back. So I have been a little MIA, but I think I explained that in my last video, so I'm not gonna go on a whole nother tangent about how I was burnt out, y'all. I was burnt out, and social media was starting to become, the fuck am I trying to say? It's starting to feel like a job, and it's not a job. I mean, it is a job to make money from it. I guess it's a job, huh? But it felt like a job, and that's not why I started doing it. So anyway, I was like, I need to take some time. It's crazy season. Everybody's ready for their summer shakedowns. I feel like every groomer I would talk to is super busy. It's not just me. And this month I started working 4 days a week instead of 5. I'm still doing the same amount of dogs. I'm just working longer days. And then now Mondays I have my assistant that works with me, and we do a deep clean on the van and try to catch up on all the calls and stuff for the week. She just started yesterday. It went super well. I was super happy with everything. It was so nice this morning to get into the van, and it was all nice and deep cleaned. Everything's been scrubbed down, every crack and crevice. It was just so. I still have one more to do today. I have a little French bulldog, but yeah, the other 3 I did today. It was just so nice. Now, I only did 4 dogs today, just as a disclaimer, even though normally I do 5, because today I had one of my big dogs. I do probably about 10 big dogs still, and on the days I do them, I do try to do less dogs. And yeah, so today that was why I did 4. Because it works out to be about the same income-wise, because the big dogs I charge more for, so it levels out in the wash if I do one big dog instead of 2 small. Does that make sense? Anyway, I get a lot of questions about that, so I'm mainly just answering because I get a lot, how many dogs do I do? And I've said it before, it doesn't necessarily matter how many I do in a day because everybody's different. My 60-gallon water tank, well, actually, okay, so my 5 to 6 dogs a day is about 40 gallons of water for me. But I've seen people that basically use no water, and they can do 8 to 10 dogs on the tank. So that's why I say it doesn't really necessarily matter what I do, but also I understand people that are just trying to rough estimate how long. And by the way, small dog, a Yorkie, it takes me about an hour. Shih Tzus are an hour and 15 to hour 20, and then Cocker kind of coats, thicker coats, those are closer to hour and a half, 2 hours, just depending on how long and all that stuff. So the longest I'm at a stop is the big doodles I do, and sometimes I'll be there for 2.5 to 3 hours. But other than that, I don't stay at one location that long unless they have multiple dogs. But yeah, just a little insight on how I run things. So I am starting at 9 now instead of 10, and it's actually not I thought I was gonna be able to tell a difference, and it's actually I don't feel any different actually. I was going to the Starbucks in the morning with the dogs before I started, so I don't have time to do that now, but other than that, my routine in the morning is the same. So it's been really nice, and I'm very thankful to have that day off, even though it's not fully off. I'm aiming to eventually getting myself fully off on Mondays, and then having her come out on Mondays and just cleaning the van. She'll have her own key fob so she can get into my van and stuff whenever I'm not home in case I need to go and do other shit. Because the goal is to have 1 day a week be fully off work and not have to do anything. So that way I can choose if I want to clean or whatever I want to do. Whether it be because when you're a business owner, there's other stuff you have to do besides I don't just groom dogs. I have an accountant I have to meet with a lot, and I got to keep up with all the paperwork aspect and stay on top of orders and messages and all these things. So anyway, I'm just trying to get better organized right now. So that's where I've been. During the day now, whenever I'm grooming, I have just been turning on Hulu, and right now I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer straight through. It's been my favorite show since I was a kid. I wanted to be Buffy so bad, and it's so ironic to me how similar I turned out to be to her. Obviously I'm not fighting vampires, but like, you know, she's got people around her, but at the end of the day, like, shit's up to her. Like, she's the one that gets shit done, and that's how I feel, but in a dog groomer business owner sense, instead of like killing vampires. Although I will say what she does is cooler, definitely more dangerous, but way cooler. I shouldn't say way cooler. I do like what I do a lot, but being the vampire slayer would be pretty cool too. Yeah, I can't lie. I would love to be the vampire slayer, be like some kick-ass bitch. I mean, I am. I just like. Anyway, you get it. So that's what I've been doing while I'm working. And I just find that it's really relaxing for me because I get really into the show, and it's kind of like, you know, when you do something all day long, it gets very repetitive. So this is kind of like, it's kind of for me like having music on while I'm driving. Like, it's something in the background. You know, my main focus is obviously like what the dog's doing, but I just find that it brings my energy to like a really mellow point, so I just find the dogs behave better. I don't know, it could be in my head, but I'm telling you it works for me. It may not work for you, but it works for me. And I'm only right now playing shows that I've already seen. I'm planning, I think I'm gonna watch The Office next, or How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother is like one of my top favorite shows, so I've been kind of leaning towards that, but so is The Office. Like, I fucking love The Office, so I'll decide once I'm done with Buffy. I'm on like season 5, so I think there's 7 seasons of Buffy, so I've got a little bit left. It'll probably take me, I would imagine, maybe the next couple weeks or so. I don't know. I actually don't know how long it's taken me to get to this point. Maybe about a month. I only watch it while I'm at work. And like occasionally, like while I'm flat ironing my hair in the morning, I'll turn it on, but I've mainly just been watching it at work. So, and also it makes me more excited to like go to clients. Like I mentioned briefly that I was kind of feeling a little burnout-ish, and doing that like kind of got me back into like my rhythm, because I like what I do. It was just like I was getting so overwhelmed between like the social media aspect and like just being super busy in my business. Like, I don't know if I've said on here, but I booked my 250th dog the other day, and that's like, so 250 dogs in my system. I'm grooming like 20 to 25 a week, just me, and it's taken up the most of my time. And like I said, I just got to the point where I felt like I was just consumed with work, and I wasn't really taking any time off to just like relax. And any time that I had off to just relax, like I felt guilty, like I should be doing something else, like laundry or cleaning my house or cleaning the van or whatever. So literally just having Becca to clean the van for me, and she's probably gonna like run errands for me and stuff. Like if I'm like, hey, I'm out of trash bags and cleaner and whatever, can you please go get that? Like she'll probably do like those kind of things. I want to get her comfortable with like booking while she's working and answering calls. So basically there's going to be one day a week that she's just going to be doing like the cleaning and that kind of stuff, and then one day a week she'll come with me like while I'm out grooming, and she'll just help me with like phone calls, text messages, cleaning up. Like there's certain things, like when I finish the bath, she can go ahead and get the bath broken down so it's ready for me to drive to the next place. Like move all my bottles so they're not going to fall over while I'm driving and like that kind of shit. So just kind of pick up where I'm falling short, so that way I can just focus on grooming and be in and out. So that is the plan for her. As of right now, she doesn't have any interest in learning to groom, which works out for me because I'm not really trying to teach somebody to groom right now. That's not like really my priority as of right now. I just need somebody to help me with everything that's not grooming. Like I've got the grooming under control, but I need help with the rest. So I hired a bookkeeper. I'm getting a lot better at distributing some of the work because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm the business owner. Like, I have to take care of all this shit by myself. Like, that's what I signed up for. But the reality is I'm not fucking Wonder Woman, and I need to have some time off. So, yeah, that's what I'm aiming towards. One of my goals for this year is to start getting like regular massages, because my back and shoulders have been bothering me a lot, and it's something that's at the back of my mind. And some days, like, I get home from work and I'll just be sitting on my couch and I'm like, I just like want to cry a little bit. I'm like so sore. And like, I know I need to get up and do yoga, but I'm so lazy about it. So like, I think if I like go in for a massage, that will help me a lot. It'll also help me. I'm trying to do a lot more things that force me to not be on my phone. Like, that's one of the reasons I love getting my nails done, is like they like literally have my hands for 2 hours. Like, I can't do shit. So I really like doing that. And then, like I said, I think if I go for like regular massages, like where I have to like put my phone somewhere else, I think that will help me too. Because even if I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and watch TV or whatever, like next thing I know, I'm like, well, there's just like 2-3 people waiting for me to text back. I'll just text them back real quick. And then I'm like sitting there for like 2 hours booking appointments before, you know, and I look at the clock and I'm like, oh shit, like I just wasted all that time. So anyway, that's just some steps I'm trying to take to like make myself take off work. I will say, like, I don't want to sit here and sound like I haven't had a social life though. I've been seeing my friends a lot. It's just, the problem is like I'm pretty much like never home. I'm like either working or hanging out with somebody. Because I'm like, I have this like, I think I've said this before, but I have this like whole yes man mentality right now, that if somebody's like, oh, do you want to go do this? Except for dating. Like, just before, like, let me go ahead and clarify, just in case there's like one of the people that have asked me out, and I'm like, no, that's not anything to do with like me not having the time, really. I guess it kind of is, because I don't really have the time to date anybody, and I like kind of have my focuses elsewhere right now. But my friends, if any of my friends ask me to go out, then I always say yes. But yeah, nothing personal. Like I've had like some guys that have asked me out have been so nice too, and it's like I just know I'm not ready yet. Like I'm not in a spot where I feel like I could have time for dating. Like I just like literally am so fucking busy just with work and whatever. I just kind of mentioned, it's like shave down seasons have been getting a lot of people calling, a lot of last minute people too, like, hey, can you come today? And like I like literally can't. I have like 2-3 appointments left in April, and then we're like off to May. I'm starting to try to get some people to book out for the year. I think I have most of my 4-weekers already booked out for the year, which is just so much easier on me. Because what was happening was that, like, whenever I'd go to, like, rebook somebody for 4 weeks, the spot was, like, or the whole day was already full. And there's, like, certain people that they, like, only have Tuesdays off. Well, they were going straight. I'm turning at the light. It was like, there's a car next to you! Like, that's fine. I'm not turning yet. But, yeah, so, like I said, I would go to, like, reschedule people, and their days were full, and I was having to push on like my 4-weekers to 5 weeks and whatever, and it was just getting like really stressful, like, because they're all dogs I really like, and I like want to get everybody in, but like there's not enough hours in the day is the problem. So I'm getting to where I like want to close my books. I'd imagine I'll probably close them by summer, fall time. I definitely aim to like not be taking new clients by Christmas. Even if I just stop for like October, November, December, and then pick up again in January, I may end up doing that, because like I just don't want like my regular clients to like have to go somewhere else, because I booked a bunch of new ones for Christmas that are probably not going to come back to me after Christmas anyway. Does that make sense? I want to cater to my like usual ones that come every 4 to 6 weeks. So rather than the people that use me once a year to get the fancy accessories for Christmas. I mean, no shame in that, but like I said, I gotta take care of my OGs before I take care of those people. Like, I'm not saying I won't save any room for them, because I have a few that I like only see in the holidays, and that's totally fine. I get that I'm like a luxury groomer, not everybody can afford it. Like, I totally understand. I don't want to shame anybody on not having the money for it, but like I said, at the same time, I do want to really cater to the people that are like I guess my bread and butter kind of people, you know, the ones that I can count on, that are consistent, never miss appointments. Those are the ones I want to make sure have appointments for Christmas. So anyway, that's a long way of me saying that I will be taking new clients by Christmas this year. Like like, I'll close my books at least for the holidays and reopen them in January if I have to. I'm hoping to just close them, but, you know, I want to be realistic, you know? So anyway, if you're a client watching this, then this is your sign to make sure you get in on my booking app at least before the holidays this year, so at least you're in the running. Because like, that's what I'm thinking is like I said, October shut off my new clients, like not take anybody new, but anybody that's in my system, even if I haven't seen them for a little bit, like give them priority. And if I really have space available, then I may call some of the new people coming in, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. These are just some future thoughts coming out of my brain for you. But yeah, I just got one more dog today, Mr. Stitch, the Frenchie. But he's not till 4:30. It's only like 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna go let Max and Luna and Stevie out. Because Stevie's with me, but she like won't go to the bathroom unless we're home, and she's like off the leash and whatever. At least that's her preferred. She will go, like I've taken her out of town and she'll go on a leash then, but for the most part, like if I try to take her to the gas station to go to the bathroom, she just won't, because there's too much going on around us. She'll see the other people and whatever, and never fails. If I'm outside of my van and close to it, I always get people that come up and want to talk to me, and that just freaks her out and whatever. So, oh yeah, before I forget, me and Stevie did a really fun photo shoot. It's over on my Instagram, which is Grooms by Janine, and you can also see it on my Facebook page, which is also Grooms by Janine. It's my business Facebook, okay? And by the way, for my personal Facebook, I am almost maxed out at 5,000 friends, so I have stopped accepting like everybody, unless I look at them and I'm like, I think I know you, or I know somebody that knows them, like that we may link up at some point. That's like the only people I'm accepting right now, because I don't want to max out on friends. So just saying, just wanted to throw that out there. I'm also considering making a personal Instagram, because I was looking at my Instagram the other day and I was like, man, it's like just taken over by dog grooming, like, and there's other aspects to me that aren't dog grooming. So I may do a personal Facebook too, so I can put some stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I've been thinking. But that's kind of future plans too, because I feel like I already have enough that, like, social media takes up enough of my time without me making more accounts to check. So anyway, thinking out loud. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and say that everything's good with me. Like, it's totally, like, I've been really good in my life. I've just had to learn, I've had to put boundaries up with myself, if that makes sense. Like, I realize, like, okay, like, I'm overworking myself right now, and because of that, I'm on edge, I'm more irritable, whatever. So, time to step back and take a break. So, anytime I feel that way, that's what I've been doing. And it helps a lot. I'm definitely a lot more relaxed than I used to be. Like, I realized the other night, I wanted to make a post on Instagram, and just like thinking about it, like I was like, my heart started racing, and I was like, okay, like it shouldn't be that way, to where you're like stressed about making a post because you're like, oh my god, like, you know, there's like so much pressure. I'm like, oh, I want the pictures to be good, like, you know, I want a good caption, you know, whatever, and like I gotta like tag everybody and all that. So anyway, I felt like stressed about it, so I was like, I'm just not doing that. So now I'm just like recording like when I'm in a good mood and like I'm feeling good about things, like, and I have a video I really want to film. I knew I needed to do a catch up because one, I've been gone, and two, I just hired somebody new. So some things are different. But I did want to let you guys know, like, everything's good, everything's fine. I've been super happy in my life, super content with things. And I just realized, like, I want to bring my biggest, best self to the table for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys feel really inspired by me and things I do. So I certainly don't want to come on here in a bitch-ass mood, bitch-ass attitude, like, irritable, just to get some videos up for you guys, because that's not very inspiring. I mean, I'm human just like everybody else, so like, yeah, I get frustrated and have bad days like everybody else, but like I felt like I was getting to a point where I had more good days, or more bad days than good, is how I was feeling. Come here, Stevie. Come here. Come say bye to everybody. There you go. Alright. So anyway, we're back at my house, so I'm gonna go in and let my doggies out, but we just wanted to come and check in and say, hey! Hi guys! I love you. I love you, Steve. I had like I saw a girl get like, I think she said she had like liposuction or something under her chin that like helped with the double chin, and I was like, I want that really bad. That's something I've like always been insecure about, is this like skin right there. Don't you think? Yeah. That's what I think. Alright, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this little catch-up video. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.